No, I'm excited to be back, and can't believe you fudged it up. But do you take responsibility, or?
I guess I have to.
But you figured it out.
I figured it out, but last episode was completely.
And it was a banger.
Was it?
Maybe we'll recap it during this one. It was amazing. It was one of my favorites.
Yeah, it was a good time, but unfortunately, no one will ever see it.
I know, it's crazy. Just another one that goes into the vault. One day, when we're big enough and we have millions of views, we will have this Patreon page that we always talk about.
Shitty audio recordings.
Not only shitty audio, but all the crazy shit we weren't even allowed to put up.
Wow. Okay.
And I don't want to say allowed to put up because who knows? We're probably getting shadow banned or whatever they call it.
Yeah,
regardless.
Good point.
But Spotify, that's why you can see us there. They don't ban anything. They let it all whole hang out.
Yeah.
And I don't think I do anything that's upsetting. Do you?
No, I think you do a lot of times. Yeah, I think you offend a lot of people, at least from my feedback.
I don't try to, or is it just second nature maybe for me?
Is it second nature to offend people all the time?
I don't. But if they're offended, is that my problem or theirs?
I don't know. Well, you offended me the other day.
Okay, let's get into it.
Okay.
Welcome to the What's Good Tampa Show. What's Good Tampa Show. This is where we talk about all things Tampa Bay and beyond. Coming to you from the Gimmick in Ybor City, here's your hosts, Austin and Sean.
Yeah, so...
What's good, Tampa? Austin, it's that time of the month. We're going to hear about how I offended him.
Dude, I mean, so we were supposed to record the podcast on Thursday, so now we're on Saturday.
And you offended.
And sure enough, you once again canceled last
Never canceled.
second.
I even made that clear.
So, no, just because you didn't say I have to cancel, you just never show up and never call or tell me when you're on your way?
Yeah, I did not.
That's canceling. That's canceling.
And that hurt your feelings.
And, well, it actually kind of pissed me off because I was invited to actually a very nice dinner with some coworkers and my boss and stuff, and I wanted to go, and I said, you know what, I actually already committed to doing something else, the podcast, and then you don't even tell me till like we're supposed to be at the podcast that you're basically not coming anymore.
So that's
again how you just always like it's always about you and your schedule and your time, not about my time.
Some people don't speak Austin, so I'm going to explain to you guys exactly what he just said.
But
hey,
you're
Sean,
inconsiderate. That's
at
what
2
I just
o'clock, I text you and saying like, do you really even want to do this? And I'm like, listen, as of right now, it's still on. Hold on.
That's how you always start.
And then he goes like this. He goes like this.
Do you really want to do this?
Hold on.
He goes like this. On me.
He goes, hey. Boss, at this point knows it's not going on. I'd really rather not. I can't go to dinner because I have a prior obligation, which means I don't want to go to some shitty dinner.
All that was it wasn't. It was a really nice dinner from what I saw.
I don't want to go to a really nice dinner and lie about how good the food was. So I'm gonna have to say them because I have prior commitments.
So
now,
you're trying to make a joke out of it because you know you did something wrong, and like I canceled my plans around.
I even
the
told
podcast.
you I'm not canceling.
I canceled plans around the podcast so I could be here, and then you cancel on me.
I will say if that was true, you could have
true.
told me that at 3 o'clock, and I would have been fine.
No, that's not true at all. You would have not come anyway.
I'm sorry.
You come up with excuse after excuse every single time.
You should have one of those letters at the end of LGBTQ, whatever you are. You should have one of those letters there so I can offend the community.
Dude, you're just
unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
Now we just talked about how you say offensive things, and there
is
you
that
go
offensive?
Again. Yeah, I think other people.
I'm not calling you anything. I'm saying you should be one of those things.
Well, you're attacking the LGBTQ.
I'm not attacking anybody. I'm saying whatever you are, it should be on the end of that line. I don't know if it's an asterisk. Prince had a symbol. Prince had a symbol.
Why is it always about your time and your schedule, and you have no consideration for mine?
I'm sorry you feel that way, and obviously
it's been
you
that
do.
Way since the day one.
Hey, just like people that are protesting about oil and they're painting themselves orange and super gluing their face to like nice artwork to prove their point of climate change. I apologize that that's the way of you feel, and now I understand another thing that makes you feel like you're offended.
Yeah.
I wish I could say I'll do something to stop that. But
no,
you
won't. No, because you haven't changed in 2 years.
Guys, welcome back. What's good, Tampa? We're back.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to hear it anymore either.
We're back, and we, didn't even talk about the episode we lost because, you would think we, but you're right. I don't produce, so I don't know how that works.
Yep.
So I guess you get a pass every time something fucks up. But,
But at least I show up. That's the thing.
Sometimes.
No, all the time.
Sometimes.
All the time. I show up when I say I'm going to show up.
Are you going to be here tonight for comedy?
I am. I'm going to be here tonight for
Hell
comedy.
Yeah.
So
you already got and you say, hey, can you, and I think that's going to be awesome. We got the new couch seating. You're going to be rocking the couch. It's going to be sick.
It's beautiful.
So what were you going to ask me?
I was going to say, why don't you talk about the new setup? People are going to notice right away. The stage has changed again.
Yeah. See, if you give me a 4-hour block in my place with the music blasting, something's going to change. So if you look behind us, all my gimmick stuff, I've pulled down and I've put just artwork up there. It's not a finished product yet. Actually, Austin gave me some good notes. I'm going to switch a couple things up. Thank you so much for that. I give credit where credit is due. He didn't offend me by telling me that either, and I'm not a symbol on that line. But we have all my artwork up back. You've actually been to a couple of my shows this weekend. I had 4 shows in the last 6 days. It's been awesome. A lot of my artwork is now in new homes, and I appreciate all of you guys and the new followers and the new people commenting. I just wanted to address something right from the top here. You know, Austin's been posting clips from prior episodes, and you got to go check those out. Spotify or YouTube, please check it out. Drop comments. But I just want to be clear again, and we're gonna cut this up into a clip so everybody can see it with this new great investment of AI doing our clips. We'll talk about that later.
Are you feeling okay after the heart attack incident?
I've never had a heart attack. I want everybody to know this. I've had like good friends of mine texting me after listening to it saying, "Dude, are you okay? Did you really have a heart attack?"
Yeah.
And it's like, no, I didn't. And so that's pretty
you look
crazy.
Like the case of a heart attack.
Yeah,
it looks like it could happen.
And I'll take that because I did tell you looked like an LGBT and then on.
Exactly.
I'll take that.
So you want to
clarify?
So
I could have a heart attack, but anything athletic, you can't beat me at.
Well, I hope you don't have a heart attack.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
I mean, are you still going to the gym?
Yeah, of course. I'm not gonna have a heart attack. What are you talking about?
Okay.
I play basketball still. I told myself I retired. I got to say I am out of retirement.
You're back. Wow, you made a comeback. So you're like Ric Flair. You just come out of retirement like 50 times.
I can't get away from it.
Wow. Okay. Well, cool. I met Ric Flair the other night. I'll tell you that at the Pearl in Tampa. And if people want to meet Ric Flair, that's the place to go because I hear he's there all the time.
The Pearl. Now, hold on. Let me just. Yeah. Is this the Pearl that you were saying?
It's terrible.
Dog Shit Willie and with the girl that was on. What was her name? Mackenzie Roth. Hey, shout out Mackenzie.
Yeah. Hey, Mackenzie. Yeah, that's exactly the place. Yeah. So I went back
there.
Well, I was just hanging out and I needed another place to just stop and get a drink. I didn't eat this time, so I just had a cocktail there. But
how was that performance?
That was fine. I mean, a drink, you can't really mess it up too bad.
Flair was having a drink for sure.
Flair was definitely having drinks, and he was surrounded by the boys. You know, he had a couple other wrestlers around him.
Love it. Did they remember you from the days?
No, I don't think so, unfortunately. But
damn.
But yeah, so Ric Flair, sorry to blow your spot, but that's where he's hanging is the Pearl down there in Water Street. So
Hell yeah.
You want to meet the Nature
now, is
Boy.
That Midtown or Channel Side?
That's Channel Side, okay. Yep. So yeah, that was exciting for me. What about your past week? You had your art shows.
3 of them back to back
Your Giants lost, what, like 40-0?
Yeah, we don't.
Let's talk about that.
Okay, 50% of the NFL was 0-1, 50% is 1-0. We happen to be 0-1.
Okay, but why such bad beating, do you think?
When it rains, it pours. Unfortunately, and
could you even watch the second half of the game? Or did
of course I did. But here's the deal. You know, you're at that point. You're just getting ready. We have some O-line things that we have to address. We're going up against a really good defense. Micah Parsons is probably going to win or be in the top 3 for Defensive Player of the Year. Mm-hmm. I mean, so It's a really good D-line. It's a really good linebacking core. I mean, they're a good team. 40-0, I don't think that showed, really how good or bad either team was. But like I said, half the teams are 1-0, half the teams are 0-1. 1-0, your Bucs are 1-0. Are you a Baker gimmick now? Are you going to go on it?
No, I mean, he didn't even play that great. We just got lucky, I think, in one. But
I think the coach said, too, he only threw for 170-something yards, but the coach said on the big moments and the big plays, he got it done. So it sounds like they are really enjoying his leadership, and it sounds like Baker's the guy right now.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's going to be around for a bit, but I mean, 1-0.
Shout out to Baker. I'm going to make a piece of art for him.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I'm going to deliver it. Maybe we can get some footage going into the place.
So speaking of art, I meant to tell you this the other day when I was with you, but I completely forgot. But by I think it's what's the date? The 16th
today.
So by the 25th, I volunteered you to do a piece of art for this basically charity event that I'm doing. Yeah, well, I meant to tell you that a week ago.
I have to? Are you asking me, or you
I already volunteered your name.
So I'm doing it.
Yeah, you're doing it. Yeah, it's for basically a charity foundation.
What's the charity foundation?
It's a pet animal rescue thing that we're doing a big event where we're gonna have it's basically a combination of golf and then different types of games in golf, but the money's going to this dog charity that we have.
So I'm doing it. Well, I already figured out. I already know what I'm going to do.
Okay, cool.
I'm going to do Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, the opening scene where he's carrying that little fluffy white dog, and then he brings it to the rightful owner, and it's this woman that seems to be a good girl, and she goes, I can pay you, or, and he goes,
yes,
gee, let me think. So I'm going to make that for him with that girl in there and him holding from the rafters after he saves the dog.
Oh, really? Okay.
So thank you for, I can't wait for the bids.
Yeah, well, the bid.
And if it doesn't end up getting bid, I get to keep it, correct?
I mean, I guess so.
Perfect. So, guys, that'll be up on our website for sale after it doesn't sell. But Austin invited me to do a piece, and I'm actually kind of excited for that.
Are you? Okay, good. Well, thanks. I was afraid how you were going to take that, and since I was giving you late notice here. But yeah, I need that like in less than 10 days.
Well, I've got 4 on the line right now.
They're going to have to be put on the back burner.
I don't think I can.
They're going to have to be put on the back burner.
Now, do I get invited to this thing, or don't they want me there?
This is what you get for not having consideration for my time. Okay. And then if you don't now do the art piece, everyone's going to be like, who's that scumbag that volunteered art?
I'm going to find I think you're a Prince-like figure. I don't think it's a letter. I think you are a symbol, and I'm going to find that symbol what represents whatever you are.
Okay. Whatever.
But I'm excited to do that.
Okay, good.
And do I get to go to this event?
Yeah, sure. You can go.
Sweet.
Yeah, you can go. You can show up and
smiling.
Just smile and hand out business cards and do all that. You'll be great.
I'll wear these glasses.
It'll be exciting. By the way, next time.
What else did you invite me into?
No. So those Tampa Heights markets that we went to the other day. First of all, should I tell the Tampa Heights market story?
Oh, which one?
Well, the two. I mean, we had the incident that happened with the food truck and the lady, and then we also had the sales competition. So the sales competition, I think we need to do it again, but set the rules and boundaries a little better. So
what he's trying to say is he sold nothing, and I sold 2 pieces. And here's the thing: I'll be flattered. We don't want to get into the details because I don't want to devalue.
Sure.
But what he's saying is, in his opinion, what I decided to sell pieces for was far less than I should have been asking.
True.
And I was saying, you know what? I go by a case-by-case basis. When I go out to those things, it's all about getting new clients to have my artwork. But yes, I agree. We can put parameters on that. It's easy for you to take the loss. Like the Giants got beat 40-0. You got beat a lot more to zip than that was.
So first, before we tell that story, so the Tampa Heights Night Market. That's what we were at. How often does that happen? Do you know?
It was the first one. It's every second Wednesday, and it just started.
Every second Wednesday, Tampa Heights Night Market at Armature Works.
Yep.
And are you going to continue to go? If people want to find your art or buy your art?
Yes, I think I should. Don't you?
I think you should.
Okay.
I'll go out there and hang out with you.
Yeah, I have shows.
Fun.
Maybe we'll make it a What's Good Tampa gimmick.
Yeah, maybe
with my
we
artwork.
Do. Maybe we do.
All right.
So there's that. And then what about those other markets? We had her on before, Market Elaine
and Market Marie.
And when are those again?
Blair. And those are first Friday is in Wesley Chapel at the Grove.
Okay.
And second Saturday, downtown Clearwater.
Got it. Okay. And have you been doing those or not yet? Recently?
I did it this Friday, and I got a bunch of pieces into new homes.
Nice.
A lot of them.
Nice. So that's where you can go find Sean doing some of his artwork, and that's where you can find some good markets.
And I might as well announce this now too. Starting next month, I will be doing live art with free drinks here at the Gimmick. You have to be 21, obviously, to indulge. But 4 to 7 on Saturdays before our comedy shows, I will be opening the doors and painting live the pieces that I have up, whether they're commissions or new pieces coming off the top of my head. Right in the front there, my art studio area. It's going to be wide open to the public. Just come on in, have a free drink, and chill out and check out the artwork.
Well, and they just watch you paint?
No, they walk in, enjoy the scenery. It's like going to be a retail opening. So
it's like watching the gorilla in the zoo. They're just staring at you while you.
No. They don't have to come in to watch me paint. What I'm saying is, I'll be doing live painting. Like I'm just going to be painting, but it's open retail. I never am open for retail to buy. So what I'm saying is, if you want to come buy something from the Gimmick, which is never open except for on
except for comedy shows.
Yes, except for comedy shows. That now is starting to be retailing, kind of, and maybe in here we'll insert one of the clips from when you and I first met. My place was a completely different thing. You loved it, and it's starting to give me the bug again.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that you're putting more artwork out there again. But okay, so live painting, that's
Saturdays 4 to 7, starting next month.
Starting next month. But you kind of wiped out doing the making your own art thing. Whatever you called that?
No, I didn't. But
people can come
you
in
can
and
only
make
do
their
so
own
much.
Pieces.
Yeah, you know what? Because you said that, during those days, I'm going to have open art for that very thing. That's a good idea.
Okay.
We'll all have canvases if they want to purchase the paint. You're full of good ideas.
Yeah, I should be running
I'll
this
find
place.
a way. But you know what? That's going to be included in that open art night. That's going to be sick, where people can come in and actually do a very cool abstract art. I'll help them out, kind of, bring them along and teach them the techniques. You guys went to a couple. It's pretty cool. Yep. But yeah, so that's pretty new. And then what was the other story you were saying over there? I forget.
Well, the one thing I wanted to mention was the Tampa Heights Market thing is that next time you're there, I'm going to come. We're going to actually do the competition of who can sell the highest dollar amounts of art within the time period that we're there.
4 hours.
4 hours. And I'm going to bring someone along with us to help record it, I think. That way I'm not trying to record it at the same time.
Ooh, who we bringing?
So making a real competition.
Who we bringing? My fave?
Yes. I think I'm going to give him a call.
Yes!
See if he can come out. And
I miss that guy, man.
Yeah, and see if he can come out. You guys can bury the hatchet.
I always have. I've never had a hatchet. No wood to chop the hatchet.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of hatchet, I'm going to this thing next Thursday. That's called
axe throwing?
Axe throwing, yeah. Smack My Axe, it's called.
Okay.
Have you ever done that?
I have once.
How was it?
It was fun. It was in Jersey. It was for a bachelor party. My boy that got married, and we went to the casino after that. But it was good.
Was it pretty easy?
We did a tournament style, and I didn't win, which is unfortunate. But I beat you.
Oh, really? Of course. Yeah, you beat me in everything. It just seems weird to have a bunch of drunk people around throwing axes, right? I mean, is that fine? I guess that's okay.
I mean,
they have drunk
Florida.
people swinging golf clubs,
it's Florida
and stuff. We talked about that. So
yeah.
Anyway, so
I like that. So you're gonna have we'll do a highest dollar amount, and then have somebody always freelance, like
just following us around.
I love
filming.
that.
Yeah,
I love that.
We'll both have mics
much
on.
better.
Yeah. It'll be an actual segment we'll feature on the show here.
Speaking segment, when we come back in the second segment, we want to mention our sponsors and stuff like that. But we will be right back, and we will get into our second segment. Welcome back. So shout out we have a loan sponsor now. We're re-upping for next month for our sponsors. And if you'd like to be a sponsor, what's the easiest way to get a hold of us?
I would just say DM us on Instagram. That's the easiest way to get a hold of us. All the information of sponsorships is right there on Instagram. So just take a look at it, DM us, and we'll get back to you.
Awesome. And then shout out Stephanie, Heightened Aesthetics,
Love
just
her.
hanging out with us.
Oh yeah, I got to go get my face burned.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, well,
we got to do that.
Yeah, we got to do that soon.
You know what? Let's call her on the air on our last segment here, just to settle that. Okay, we're gonna actually do that. No, but so getting into the next thing on my head, I was listening to, I don't want to say it's news, but podcasts, just random podcasts. I listen to a lot of stuff you probably haven't even heard, but I've been hearing this thing over and over and over again, and this doesn't get political, so don't think political, but it definitely gets to be like what's going on in America. So we can both agree, inflation's crazy high.
Okay, yeah,
right. I mean, the cost of goods is out of control right now. Wages are way down.
Yeah.
People are not getting paid the same, and they can spend it any way they want. But here's my crazy, and the housing market's exploding, doubling in the last 5 years, right?
Okay.
What a housing. So here's my question. You work in this industry.
Yeah.
How are people buying? You're selling $1 million houses every month.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. With wages down, inflation down, everybody crisis. You hear it all the time. It's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Is people either lying and people are making way more money than they're reporting, or are they just saying, I'm going to be horrible with my money and I don't care if the interest rates are out of control, I'm still buying the house I want?
I mean, I don't know. I don't think the housing market during COVID, obviously it exploded, and
because the prices were still down.
Well,
now that the prices are crazy high, because during COVID,
well, not the housing market. I mean, the housing market during COVID, the houses skyrocketed in price because
later on
was
COVID,
trying
not
to move.
2020. Later on, 2021, 2022. It doubled almost.
Yeah, the pricing of the houses was extreme, but now you've seen prices go way back down.
Way back down 50%? No, they're only
50%.
Maybe
I mean, they're leveling out to where they should have been before COVID. I mean, I think we're just going back to what the market was like before COVID.
But here's my point: you're still selling houses,
but interest rates are up. No, we're not selling houses like crazy. Nobody is. I mean, the real estate market right now. I mean, you talk to almost any real estate agent, they're going to tell you this has been a terrible year.
Oh,
yeah,
that makes me feel better.
Yeah,
not for them, but
well, yeah, no, they're all like,
okay, so
it's tough out there because people don't want to sell their house and then go buy a house at a higher interest rate when they're at a 2 or 3%.
But they still put it up for sale. Like in my neighborhood alone, there's 5 or 6. Yeah. So maybe if they're downsizing. So if they're selling theirs to go get
they might
condo.
have a reason behind it. But just if you don't have a reason, then you're not going to leave your low interest rate home to go buy a newer home at a high price that's going to have an 8%, 9% interest rate.
All right, that makes me feel better then.
Yeah.
So it's not skyrocketing, and
No.
people are being affected, and
all over the country. I mean, I just had a bunch of my real estate friends that were at this seminar in Dallas where they had agents from all over, and they were like, the whole vibe in the room was like bad because everybody's having a tough year.
And just so everybody knows, great business plan. Terrible market. Send a bunch of people to get hammered for a weekend and hang out and have fun, and then I'll be all pissed off.
It was an educational trip.
Oh, okay, yeah. Nothing weird happened, I'm sure.
I wasn't there, so.
But what would you guess? You've been in the industry. Are these things parties after? Like,
yeah, there's a lot.
Everyone's
of parties.
pissed off. They're not selling. What's the best way to do it? Let's just get hammered together.
Alcohol is the best way to handle it. No, it is a good time, I will say.
But, awesome.
But yeah,
so in a bad market, just have more of those. Man, maybe that's the business to get into.
What? Bad market real estate?
Yeah. I have some speakers for these real estate agents making no money. Just come here, pay to come to this conference. Yeah. We'll help you get hammered.
The real estate coaches, they're doing well. Yeah, because it's like, hey, the market's down. You need a coach.
Yeah.
I'll help you get back to 2021.
Absolutely. So, okay, that's cool. Though at least I was thinking to myself, too, is like I see so many going up for sale. I see so many actually selling. Yeah, they're coming down 50 or 60 grand, but they're still not even close to. That's like saying inflation last quarter is down. Like it spikes to whatever crazy number and then starts to level off. It's like it's still way higher than 3 years ago.
Yeah, no,
it's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
So I guess we'll just have to do that at the at the voting booths if we're still allowed to go in there.
Yeah,
because COVID's back.
COVID is back.
How do you feel about that?
Is it really? But I guess I've heard a few people.
Yeah. Mask mandates in certain states are back.
No shit. Really?
Oh yeah.
Fuck. Oh, you gonna put your mask on?
Did I ever?
I don't know. What?
But here's my thing is like. Yeah. What I'm thinking is like we found out who the stupid ones were first, and then I know I have a lot of friends that wore that shit.
Yeah.
And not just you, and was like, yeah, it's bullshit. And then they post anything Ian Smith says or Tate or whatever his name is, all those plants, and then they're just like it's not gonna happen to me again. But we'll see the first time that they say it at the grocery store and they get a little bit of tension back. That shit's and then you get this. Oh, it's not even worth the fight. You just want it's so crazy. People talk out of both sides of their mouth. That's the only thing I can't take.
So if we get a mask mandate again, are you gonna have to make people that come in here wear a mask for your comedy shows?
See, and asking questions like that's hilarious because what do you mean mask mandate? First of all, Florida's never going to have a mandate.
Okay.
But even when I lived in Vermont,
say it does.
There was a mandate. No, it won't. And no, of course. Listen,
I'm playing hypothetical here.
Okay, I will follow the law.
Okay.
The law written in.
Yeah.
That's what I follow.
Is that not a mandate?
A mandate is not a law; it's a policy.
Policy.
And absolutely, completely different things.
Got it. Okay.
But somebody that doesn't know that or pretends they don't know that, I'm just gonna do it. Why fight it? And then, what's next?
Wow.
Yeah. What's next?
Unbelievable.
Yep.
All right. So should we call Stephanie and
Yeah, when we get back, we call Stephanie because I really think I wanted to update everybody too. We had done a podcast where Austin actually had Botox in his face, and it is wearing off a little bit. I'm not saying you're looking older, but you can tell you got to fill in the spots that were filled in before.
Oh no!
Do you think she'll do both? Can we cut your face off and do the Botox, or is there two separate?
That's going to be up to her, I guess. I mean, she's going to eventually charge me.
She's the professional.
Yeah, she's the professional. We'll see what she thinks. I don't think I could do them both. I heard the burn your face off is pretty painful.
Yeah, it's a what do we call it? Blading? Microblading, I believe it's called.
So they burn my top layer of my face.
Yeah, let's give her a call.
Okay, let's do it. Well, as we're waiting to hear back from Stephanie, do you think we'll do the Gasparilla Music Festival again this year? Did we already talk about that?
No, we haven't actually. You know what? I hear what you were saying there, but I'm going to go ahead and commit and say yes, we are.
We are.
We're going to do things a little bit differently, more on our terms this time, I think, for the invitation. I appreciate the invitation. It was a lot of fun.
Of
Art sold the only things I brought out there, but I think we're going to have to do it a little bit differently. We're going to have to find out where we're set up. It's going to have to be a guarantee. We're going to have to be in a certain area. We're going to need backstage passes to the people coming off the stage. None of this, you don't have the right wristbands.
Oh, shit.
Don't you think so?
Yeah, I mean, that would be ideal. That would be cool.
We're the #1 podcast in Tampa Bay. We should be giving the best interviews in all of Tampa Bay, and they should be getting our, extra. We really take it to the next level sometimes.
Totally.
Or maybe I do.
All right, cool. So we'll plan. It's like in February.
So we just tried to call Stephanie, just to let you know, she's actually microblading somebody's face off right now.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So somebody's about to look 5 years younger in about 3 days. But we will get it together. We will get back with her. We'll let you guys know. Anything else for this episode?
No. I think I'm going to save my other story, that story I was telling you about, for next episode.
Yeah, I want to hear that, though. I have to hear that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you saw half of it go down.
I know, but I want to know the whole deal.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll save it for
guys,
next
thank
time.
you again. You can find me at vintage_gimmick on Instagram or The Gimmick on Facebook.
Tampaislife.com. Tampaislife on Instagram.
And our website for the show.
whatsgoodtampashow.com. We got merch on there.
Check us out, guys. Come on. We'll see you next time. Peace.
Thanks for listening to the What's Good Tampa Show. Don't forget to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at What's Good Tampa Show, or visit whatsgoodtampa.com to get involved with the show. See you next time.